Jack, we're here at the first political rally. I mean, this is going to be exciting year in the elections in Clay County, Kentucky. I do believe it. A lot of candidates are running, and
I think it's getting fired up here today, Ron. The weather's nice.
Of course, go ahead.
We hope for a good turnout, and hopefully we'll have several candidates to show up, and give us their idea of what they're interested in doing for Clay County. I think that's what the voters want to hear.
Well, I can see the crowd is coming in here.
Yeah, we're early yet. I think we'll have a really good crowd, and the weather's warming up nicely, and it's overall looking to be a nice day for a rally. Hopefully we'll have several candidates will come out and talk to the people of Clay County and tell them what they're interested in doing for their county.
Yeah, I know, Clarence is holding the rally, but I talked with him there, and he said his opponents or any candidates that's here today, they're welcome to take the microphone.
Yeah, he told me the same thing there earlier.
So
that's admirable.
It is.
Good to see somebody take an initiative to do an old-time rally like they used to do, Ron. That's enjoyable, isn't it?
I can't remember one. Of course, I know they probably have been, but since going around when I was 7, 8 years old with my dad, he loved to go to them political rallies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's been since I was a kid since they've had a good old-fashioned rally.
Yeah, this is what we're going to do the stump thing in October the 4th. So we might as well announce that in this video. But
I've been reading a little bit about that.
Yeah, and well, this is basically stumping right here when you make a speech. I've not heard anybody making speeches, and I'm hoping that the other candidates will do it.
Personally, Ron, I think that this is something that anybody that is running for an office in the county should be interested in doing, is speaking to the people of Clay County. Tell them who you are and what you're doing and what you want to do for the county if they'll elect you. Encourage them to vote for you.
Well, I'm gonna, every time I get invited to one, I'm gonna come and try to do just what I'm doing here. I don't care who it is.
Well, I think it's a good idea. I'm glad to see it started back again.
If I can fit it in.
Another thing I'd like to see, Ron, is I'd like to see the old-fashioned debates that candidates used to have. That is a true tale of a man's mettle. When he stands toe-to-toe with his opponent and talk to each other about what they're going to do and what they're not going to do.
Well, the only time you see that anymore generally is in the state races, governors and presidential races and stuff like that. But
in county races, you don't see that anymore. I haven't seen it in years.
I think one of the churches had one a few years back.
Is that right?
I believe now.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%.
But I think that's good.
So.
I think the people, the voters, benefit from something like that.
Well, they
do.
And
the candidate does too. If the candidate is true and honest to above board, he's not ashamed to tell the people what he wants to do for the county and what he can do and what his qualifications are.
Well,
I think the people are entitled to know that.
And I'm going to agree with you there. And this, boy, I'll tell you, if this goes on and the weather warms up and everything, and like I see all these musicians out here, and we've got more candidates start doing this stuff.
Got a lot of good musicians up here today. Now we're going to take a little break here, and I'm going to do some talking. Put up with me for a few minutes. There's some very important stuff I think everybody in Clay County, Kentucky needs to hear. Of course, I'm running for sheriff 2014 here in Clay County. I invited the sheriff out here today over the internet because I had some questions that was very important to me and to the people of Clay County that I wanted to ask him to his face in front of the public, because I'm sure they have some questions also. One of the questions is, and I know I'm not the only person who knows this, but it's the drug problems that we have here in this county. Now they're bringing heroin in here, okay? It used to be marijuana, now it's went to meth. Of course, the pain pills are everywhere. Some people have to have them. You can abuse anything. And then they're making the meth in our mountains. These are our mountains. These are my mountains. These are your mountains. And this is where they're making the junk at, okay? Now we got these other people, like I said, bringing this heroin into our county. They don't care about us. Okay, now we got a sheriff, Johnson, I'll just put it that way, who put it in the paper, you know, he's done this, he cares about that. I'll continue working hard for you, he says. I'll continue working hard for the people of Clay County. What has he done except fill his pockets full of your tax money? That's all he's done. Look around. It speaks for itself, and I only speak the truth. That's why I don't need notes, because it's a lot easier to speak the truth than it is to try to make up a lie. There's so many drug dealers, it's wide open. Why? Because they have no respect for the law. The sheriff's department we have up here, I hate to say it, but it's a joke, because the sheriff's a joke. And he thinks you people are illiterate because you know better. I know I'm not the only one who knows this is the truth I'm speaking. Has the sheriff ever passed you in this county and said, how you doing? Shake your hand. Anything I can do for you? No, because we're just common people. It's not going to happen. You know when it happens? When election time comes around. It's a joke. Personally, I'm sick of it. The minute that I went up here to Mike Baker's office and signed my name on the sheriff's ballot is the very second that I have declared war on drugs. I'm going to put a stop to it, bringing this stuff in here from out of these other counties, states, as far as Mexico. They don't care about you. You think someone who's selling this stuff to your kids? That's another thing I want to talk about. They don't care about you. Listen to this. Every person that has a Vote for Kevin Johnson sheriff sign in their yard or a sticker on their back of their window, I bet you anything you want to bet that not one of them has ever lost a child due to drug abuse. Not one. Another thing. Thank you. I'll tell you what, I'm just sick of it. You know, Kevin gets on there. I lost some family members a while back. A girl. Her name was Tammy Faye Jarvis Sizemore. Anybody remember that? Okay, so the girl comes up missing. The family calls the sheriff. I don't know what he was out doing. They told me, you know, whatever. That's right. And they said, you know, Tammy Faye's missing. She's probably on a pill run. So what? She has a mother and father who love her, who loves her. She's got brothers and sisters who care about her. It shouldn't matter. 4 days later, they found her dead in a toolbox or something in a pond. Okay, guess who you seen when the news came? Sheriff Kevin Johnson, with his face in the camera saying, you know, we've done this, we tried, we did that, we got right on it. BS. I'll just put it that way. I know it, you know it, the family knows it. This is a joke. I will never do you that way as your sheriff. I am a common person like you. We need more parents to teach these little kids the Bible. God. It's missing. It's out. They're trying to do away with it. I don't understand how they can take away our rights as Christians and expect us to sit back and not do nothing about it. Well, it's not going to happen. I appreciate you very much. I just had a ton of stuff I wanted to talk about today. I got on the internet this morning. I invited Sheriff Johnson out here today, and believe me, anything I put on there, he sees. Guarantee it. I know it for a fact. That's okay. That's the reason I put it on there. I told him I had some questions I wanted to ask him in front of you. And I'm sure there's some people out here that wanted to ask him the same thing. I want to know why he's sitting on his butt doing very little that he can get by with, getting $70,000 and $80,000 a year, and plus, I don't know if they're still doing something about it, but I heard there was something with a home incarceration. You know, they've got their hands in everybody's pocket. But anyways, what's he doing for the people of Clay County? What's he doing for the common people? You, me, nothing. If you're going to wait until election day to be my friend, I don't want to be your friend. Well, I don't need no friends like that, right? You're either true or you're not. You're either my friend or you're not. If you can't pass me any time of day through these years that's went by over the last, I don't know how long now, and shake my hand, don't shake my hand during election time, okay? Because I don't play that game. Okay, now there's something else that's really important to me today that I really want to do that means a lot to me, which is I'm very supportive of the veterans in our country. I'll put it that way. But we've got a lot of veterans that came out of Clay County here. Vietnam. The day Vietnam, I don't know exactly how to put it. It's at toward the end of this month. And that's really special to me, the soldiers. And of course, we've got the veterans of World War II, all veterans. I would like, if you don't mind, to participate with me, be very respectful, and have a moment of silence. And when you do that, it's 1 minute for these veterans that have fought and died for us. Does it mean anything? Yes, it does. Thank you.
Right here, 23 years.
We will start right now. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. Thank you. Lord, I know that you're keeping an eye on our soldiers, and I appreciate you so much. Just let them know we love them. Thank you. If you want to make a change here in Clay County, I'm telling you, out of 4 years, 2.5 of those years, Clarence Sizemore was one of the top 3, how would I put this, deputy drug busters. I'll put it that way. That's a fact. I know how to do it. I know that it doesn't take 7 years to do your job. It takes about 3 or 4 days. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming out today. Clarence Sizemore, number 2 on the ballot. Thank you.